Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you remember, last time we discussed about the 7 P's of marketing. Now today we're going to discuss about the 4 A's of marketing. So these 4 A's are basically the acceptability, the affordability, the accessibility, and the awareness with regards to a particular product or service. Okay, so let's begin. The first one, which is acceptability. Now, companies really need to understand the fact that is their product or service basically catering to the particular needs, demands, and wants of the customers or not. So you can't simply just introduce a particular product in the market without knowing whether the customers really want it or whether they will even buy it or not, right? While on the other hand, many companies today work on the mechanism of creating the need. So rather than understanding the need, they try to cater to that particular segment of the market to which they can create the need and desire for their particular product. So the reverse psychology also works in this particular acceptability part of the 4 A's, right? Second, which is the affordability. Now, affordability is basically the price centric scenario of the whole scene, where there are two major characteristics that really need to be taken care of. First, the target market or the segment which you have selected. What is the purchasing power or the amount which they can basically spend on your product or service? Second, the amount which they are willing to pay for your product or service. So basically the perceived value for the product and offerings that you are offering to your customers. So the first part is their ability to pay, and the second part is how much they are actually willing to pay for a product or service, right? Now the third part, which is the accessibility. Now accessibility is basically the ease of buying your product or service. So your product or service should be easily accessible to the customers. It should be easy to buy. Their purchase experience, their buying experience should be good, and it should be a delight. So if your product is difficult to procure, it's difficult to order, it takes time for the delivery in terms of online purchases, and you have just one store in a very big city and it's very hard to travel there, all those things. So these things will keep the customers away from your product or service. On the other hand, if the things are eased out, if you are reaching to the customers, you are increasing their convenience of buying, they are happy to buy from you, right? Now the fourth one, which is awareness. So if the brands and the companies simply launch their product without letting their customers know what is their product, what are the features, what are the offerings, what are the differentiating factors in comparison to the competitors, then there's no use of really putting that product into the market, because it will most likely fail. So again, you have to create a lot of awareness, you have to create a lot of hype about your product, so at least the customers know. Only then there will be a desire, a need, a want for a product. And even this is the part where the need generation occurs. So even if your product is fairly new and nobody has an idea about it, then also by telling their unique features and telling how it is differentiated, how it will basically ease out a particular task in the lives of the customers, that is where you can actually create a need for that product, and finally which will end to the overall sales, right? So I hope you have understood these 4 A's of the marketing. So going on from here, we might also discuss the various C's of the marketing, the W's of the marketing, and we have already discussed the 7 P's, right? So all these abbreviations are basically the amalgamation of the overall marketing concept as a whole. So if you have understood these P's, C's, the W's, the A's of marketing, so you can basically relate to all the topics, all the brands, all the products, what are the strategies various companies offer, why a product failed and why a product succeeded in the market. So all these can be worked along these abbreviations and these words, correct? Until next time, thank you, see you, bye.